baby bear. Now, they were doing a little tradition, Your Honor, and people of the jury called picking the right pine cone. You see, they woke up and walked out of their humble abode that they own, and decided to go
Oh my lord.
pick out the right acorn. As they were trying to pick out their acorn, enjoying the jolly holly holidays, what we are left with, ladies and gentlemen, is a defendant who has not only what we stated broken into their home, while they were breaking and entering into their home, Your Honor and ladies and jury, we have evidence to show that they were eating all of the porridge that the family has set for themselves. A little breakfast,
Oh my.
one cold, and one that was supposed to be just right until the defendant ate it all up. He left no crumbs. I forgot to add an extra charge, so I'm not gonna really say what I was gonna say. They were messing around in the household. As from, as from our report, like a little monkey, like a little silly goose, Your Honor. Breaking furniture, which we did not, for some reason why I did not add that as a charge. So we're not there for that.
Oh
But,
my.
Your Honor, they go to the bedroom. They jump on one stiff bed, one super soft. It makes Mr. Clean come. Then when they get on the right bed, they take a nap. Now, why would they take a nap, Your Honor? Ow! Your Honor, I wouldn't know. I'm not the defendant. But when the family walks back inside the home, they are without struck of shock to see a man, or I don't know, woman, creature, in their bed, sleeping on their son's bed that was supposed to be super comfy. When the family confronted and even tried to result this in a more of a trying to shove them out on their jolly holly holiday, Your Honor, trying to get them out of the home. The defendant murdered the family. In fact, murdered the three bears. With these within will show further on, Your Honor, why the defendant's guilty. I have nothing. I honestly don't have a reference to describe what the defendant might look like. Actually, shit. Uh, but that'll be it for prosecution. Any further questions, you may ask me, Miss Yzma.
Alright then, you may now have Mr. Crawfish bring her down. Now,
Crawfish.
I totally forgot. I actually did not put out the sound settings, so I'll just repeat what the charges were again. It was, I have to look it up again. Breaking, entering, trespassing, 3 charges, second-degree murder, and attempt of killing endangered species, basically. Or location, which is Oregon. Date and time was on Christmas 2009, December 25th, 2009. So, with that in mind, defense, do you have an opening statement, or are we willing to withhold?
Withhold till the state presents evidence, Your Honor.
All right, then will the prosecution provide evidences? How many pieces would you like?
Your Honor, and Reginald, you're not gonna like this, but I want 4.
Foe.
No objection for.
The state wants 4.
The state wants foe. All right, you get foe pieces of evidence.
4.
Grammy, I'm gonna grab evidence for you.
Now, I actually need you to bring me to the evidence room. Right there, my good sir.
Alright, Grammy. Grammy, Grandma.
Still not laughing, Reginald? Just remember, try not to laugh, Mr. Reginald.
I haven't laughed yet.
Uh, I can't wait for it a little bit spicy. No! Don't you dare say anything remarkable to me. I know what you're gonna say. I am one of those. I am one of them bitches. No? What is it? What?
Ha ha.
Oh. Oh, I am. Okay. I got my heart broken. Okay then. Oh, my feelings got hurt. Well, anyways,
That's 3 pieces here.
what are you doing? Oh, you shaking her to get
Or
that
next
off.
grams. Or next grams.
I need one more. That evidence proof.
Oh.
Anyways. What do you have? 2 pieces? 3 pieces like
For a
this?
minute.
I
Shit!
can't see.
Oh dear. This is gonna be a little bit long case. Okay.
Yep.
As I know,
There it
every
is.
Drama Court Skirmish will always go out of control. I'm trying to make this as perfectly smooth as I can, but yet it always happens to go to an hour or to an hour and 30, in which I know we can finish within 30 minutes. I just need to find good, competent
Shake it
people,
up.
or
Shake
not good,
it
competent
up.
people. I'm trying to find
This is like a migraine.
yeah, basically in terms of good.
You want some chewing tobacco?
Put me down, please. Put me down,
You
please.
want some chewing tobacco?
Yes.
But then again, having good 2 attorneys is actually gonna make my brain hurt.
There you go, grams.
So
Alright, I'm gonna put you down right
damn.
here. Where do you want me to put you down, grams?
Sorry, I couldn't hear. My hearing aids.
Where are you
I'm
gonna
gonna put
put?
you down, Grams.
Where is he gonna put you?
In front of my desk, so I can reach over to it. Or actually, Crawfish, you could bring it up. I'll be in front of the desk still.
There you go, grams.
Alrighty. Your assistant and some
What piece do you need, grams?
Just take 2 at a time. Just bring it up to me.
Please, I need a forensic. Oh yeah, just 2.
Alright,
And
here you
then
go.
You can read
Here you
out.
go, games.
Your Honor, if you can even reach over to it.
I got it.
There you go.
That first piece. What is the first piece you have? Forensic report?
Forensics.
Ah, yeah, this one I made up myself. This is a funny piece. Your Honor, on the same bowl, the wooden bowl that had porridge in it, Your Honor, the defendant's DNA cells, fingerprints as well, were found on all 3 bowls during the scene of the crime.
Okay.
The next piece I want you to look at is the proof of ownership. This is to prove that the family of the 3 very friendly bears have owned this building, Your Honor. And that this is not no public building no one can walk through.
Okay.
Next piece, which I can't, the
Mhm.
trespassing one.
Yeah.
Can you grab
Ten
that?
I'm
grams.
sorry, I got
To
people
take-
constantly bothering me. What was that second piece of evidence?
Proof of
The
ownership.
second piece was a proof of ownership.
Grams.
Okay, what does the proof of ownership say? Are you able to restate that for me?
Got a colonoscopy next
Proof
week.
of
The doctor needs one.
God damn it.
Yeah.
The proof of ownership, my good sir, is to show that the family have owned this building.
Okay, thank you.
No longer do, actually. They're dead. Next piece, Your Honor, if you would get that trespassing warning.
Got it. Trespass.
As you can see, before the state of the crime, a week prior before this has happened, which I have to now look at a calendar because I'm retarded.
It's a bad
And
word,
I have
grams.
dementia.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot
It's a
that's a
bad
slur
word, Gams.
for some people.
It's fine. It's
You
fine.
see, a week prior before the scene, Your Honor, the defendant was found trespassing on their property.
Oh my god.
Nice belch, grandma.
Thank you. That was from the chewing tobacco. Where's the last piece? The
Crime
crime
scene?
scene papers, Your Honor. As you can see, that there was mysterious prints, more shoe prints that went into the front of the building. This was written by also, Investigator Brady. He's the best. I don't know. I should have not said Brady. I could have done funny. Never mind.
Dick's
Too late
Sergeant
now.
Shit Fingers. Just say Sergeant
No.
Shitfingers.
Oh yeah, and if you need to know,
Gam-gams.
by the way, the forensic doctor was Kronk. He's certified in the field of this type of stuff.
Kronk. All right.
Now, as you see, written by Mr. Brady, the investigator, he wrote down that mysterious footprints went into not the front of the building and at the back of the house, had broken windows, and footprints going ahead. Now, I don't know how Mr. Brady personally would have gotten these damn footprints in the middle of the snow, Your Honor, but he did, because that's how good he is, Your Honor. He found footprints which were the same size as the defendant. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Alrighty then.
I can't see.
Oh.
I can't see. Okay.
Come here, Gam-gams. Oh, Gam-gams!
I saw that too. I was like, oh.
I got you, Gam-gams. Where do you want to go?
I can see now. Okay, put me near my desk, please.
All right,
Here, I'll get you
defense.
some hooch.
Would you like to object to any of these before these get admitted?
I would have already done so.
So I'm assuming no. All right then.
You go,
These
Gam-gams.
the
I
pieces
have
of evidences
figured
will be presented as excuse me.
You
These
go?
pieces of evidence will be admitted into the presence of the record anyways. Now defense, would you like to come up here and say your opening statement
All right.
and evidence
Here,
afterwards?
take some pig's blood.
I like
Games
to grab
real
my
quick.
evidence first, and then I'll
No,
present
thank
my
you.
opening statement.
All right, hurry up, you fuck.
Hurry up.
All right,
Dick.
Gam-gam. You gotta blow your kneecaps off. Oh, shit. You gotta blow your kneecaps off, Grams.
I can't even feel them in the first place. Why are you gonna blow them? I'm in a wheelchair for a reason.
All right, Gam-gams, you're
Just
crippled.
obsidian.
Here you go. Now, here's the pig.
No, get that away from me,
The
please.
piggy.
The Great Royal Advisor is not taking pathetic pig blood.
But I am your son, Gam-gam, and I'm a countryman. I'm a redneck, Gam-gams.
I'll be taking this disgusting pig's blood.
Here's some hooch, Gam-gams.
I'll take that.
There you
Yes.
go. Your Honor,
The
could you
best
go
blazing.
easy on Gam-gams? She's kind of senile.
Anyways, defense, are you ready? Oh, he's
I'm
not.
very disappointed that I haven't got to Reginald to laugh so far. But I think within witness testimony and my objections, it's gonna get better. Ah!
Fuck you, Gam-gams! Ah!
Yeah!
How dare you not drink your fucking pig's blood?
Jeez,
Not me!
you're literally why are you throwing your counsel around?
I'm pressing charges!
Fuck you, Gam-gams. Alright, I'm gonna give you some more whiskey. So you can
Whoa.
help with your bones. I just wanted to throw you around a little bit.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Gam-gams. I'm
what?
sorry.
Baby, you threw the Great Yzma around the courtroom like a rag doll in a volleyball.
Yeah, well, I'm your grandson, so shut your damn yap.
And it was woman.
Damn.
There you go. Feel better?
It was a woman's volleyball because you hit it like a bitch.
Oh,
She's
whoa,
a gem.
whoa! I just saw that on camera, dude. That was perfect, nice toss there.
Thank you. Alright, come here, Gam-gams.
Yeah, mate.
There you go.
The Great
Ah.
Yzma needs help sitting back up.
She's on a bottle feed of straight ooch, Your Honor.
I can see that. She needs to drink a whole dose of Jack Daniels. I'm fine with that.
It's milk. Here, read.
So,
here, read the
milk-
bottle.
Milk coming out of the brown bottle. That. Oh, it's whole.
Look at
Oh,
it.
you're right.
Read
It's
it,
whole
read-
milk. It's whole milk.
Read the bottom.
Kills 99.99% of germs. Oh god. So it's literally milky alcohol. It's basically oh my god, it's basically fermented alcohol. Oh my lord.
Here, look at this. This is a cool trick with the avatar while we're taking a break. Look at my mouth.
Oh, that's the noise. Oh, that noise.
Wait, it makes a noise?
Yeah.
PC player.
What's the noise?
Sounds like, you know how you're eating something? It sounds like when you're chewing out loud.
Yeah. Ah.
Okay, so
Oh.
from my understanding was that there was a family of three, and the bears and they're human, but they had like some bears with them. They owned bears. Am I getting that correct?
No, they're basically stating the three bears and Goldilocks in that sense, you know. So it's not really human with bears. They're actually the owners. The bears are the owners.
The bears are the owner. So there's the family of three bears. So there's no humans involved.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I can work with that.
One of my dumbest cases yet.
It's
Shut up, Gam Gams.
It's actually
Shut up,
it's
Gam
actually
Gams.
it's actually what I think like a not a 500 IQ play, but it's kind of like a 200 IQ. It's not as bad, but it's like a bit iffy. But I see what you're trying to do there.
Stop applauding Gam Gams.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right, defense. Are you ready
Stop
by any
it.
chance, or do you still need more time after that turnover?
You know, yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. Now come up and state your opening statement.
Alrighty. Your Honor, if I may approach.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Your Honor, opposed counsel, members of the gallery. I hope it pleases the court. You always hear me say everything that you just heard the prosecution say in their opening statement is what they believe the evidence is going to show. The evidence is the only thing that you can base your verdict based off of. And to not get into argument, the entire prosecution theory in this case, and what the evidence is going to show, and as to the law as it pertains to it, what the evidence will show is that the law does not support the accusations that the prosecution has brought forth. What the evidence is going to show is that my client, first off, to immediately address the issues such as the DNA, you're going to hear about an HR complaint. That HR complaint shows about how that entire lab, that entire day, were giving, during the time that it was utilized for those few weeks, were giving false positive. They did not properly use preservatives as they should, and so it would give false positives and false negatives. And furthermore, you're going to learn about how my client was not even actively there. They were in a hotel during the entire week that this was happening on December 25th, 2009. Third of all, you're going to learn about how, definitely pertaining to the second-degree murder charge, you're going to learn about the law as it pertains to it. Homicide, the killing of a human being by another human being. You heard that right. Human being by another human being. What the evidence is going to show, I'm going to argue in the end of this closing arguments as to the second-degree murder is that the law does not support that as when it comes to animals. However, the attempts to killing an endangered species does. What the evidence is going to show is that my client did not commit these acts. He did not kill an endangered species. And furthermore, I'm going to bring it up a point in my closing arguments about how they have the burden of proof and about how you have to be very careful with the way you charge defendants, because otherwise you end up with a case like this. And hopefully, due to all these problems, we're going to get a not guilty verdict. Thank you.
All right. What's your
bomb.
All right, then what are your evidences to further support your claim or your defense?
First things, HR complaint, lack of preservatives. The complaint as to the lab, we're giving false positives, false negatives all day because of the fact that there were false preservatives. And this was by the chief of the lab at that time, who were overseeing the individuals who were actively utilizing and testing fingerprints and pertaining them to particular individuals' DNA. In this case, my client, which his case is cited on that. My client is also a part of that lack of preservatives in that process that gave false negatives.
I see.
Secondly, affidavit as to the I believe his name was Brady. Yeah, Brady. The investigator, who stated that there was nobody else immediately in the area. He was called there, and there was no other individuals who were there during the time that this happened. As to the shoe prints and everything like that, there was only one individual, one human, and only showed shoes, who did approach to the house and, supporting the state's cases of evidence as to where the shoe prints actually were. But there was nobody else there during time that this could have happened in the week time span.
You brought an
And then
affidavit.
lastly, travel logs. My client staying. What's that?
No, nothing. I'll tell you
Okay.
after. I'll tell you after.
Okay. The last one is the travel log. The travel log is pertaining to my client who, during the week time span that this took place, was at a hotel, was actively there, and show that they were actively there. They stayed there the entire time, and it shows them periodically leaving this hotel, which was about 100 miles off to the west of where this actually took place. Periodically leaving for maybe 30 minutes, an hour, maybe a maximum 2 hours, and then coming back.
I see.
And I believe that should be it. Thank you.
All right. Where did the copter go? Anyways, do you have anything to object by this statements or any pieces of evidences before it gets submitted? Also. Oh, you have to get.
I'm moving myself closer. Hold on.
Are you trying to? Oh my god! Are you trying to flip
Yes.
your?
Damn, move. You smoke.
Well, Jesus.
Yeah, it's not working so well, Your Honor.
Here, let me help you, bro. Okay, I'm gonna drop it right there, just you right there, and drop it right there. All right, now, what do you got to say? Hello, Potato?
Pretty rad. I have no objections. What?
Alright, fine. Here, let me help
I
you.
put-
Let me help
I
you
was
out.
trying. Where's Crawfish? I'm about to beat him up.
Watching you right there. There we go. Oh, hello. It's okay. Now, with
Good
that
enough.
in mind, we're gonna move on to witnesses, basically. Now, like I said before, if you are sitting in the jury seat, you will be called as a witness. It doesn't matter if you don't want to be it, you will be called, because that's how it rolls. So, Potato, who you want to choose?
Let me take one more bite of the shish kebab, Your Honor.
Jeez. Okay then.
No one.
Huh?
No one.
You sure?
I would usually usually get a witness anytime, any day, but no one.
Okay then. Defense.
Needless to say, I don't see a reason to call a witness of my own.
Okay. How long has this been worth? 30 minutes. Good, nice record. Thank you. And now, Potato, you can come up here and say your closing arguments. And now let me just help you present up
Can
here.
I? Can I, Your Honor?
There you may.
All right, time to surprise the jury. Oh, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, for my closing statement, I feel like we brought in not only enough evidence to provide to show you that the defendant was indeed at the scene, that even if defense's opening statement may be correct, that these are just animals. If an animal, at this date, 3 bears has managed to get its own property and managed to not only provide everything of a necessity needs of a human, then a bear should be just as having the same right as a human, ladies and gentlemen. And at this murder, has probably brought down a lot of people. I mean, Humpty Dumpty, Goldilocks. She was a big fan. Red Riding Hood, maybe not her. But consider today, and consider these charges and what we brought here today, that the defendant should be guilty as hell. More guilty than Amber Heard. That'll be it for prosecution's closing statement.
Defense.
Your Honor.
You may.
Your Honor, opposed counsel, members of the gallery. I'm just gonna go this out of the way because I move a lot. Members of the gallery, I hope it pleases the court. I'm gonna address this to you. Lottie dottie, everybody, let's go ahead and stop with the court of public opinions. This is the court of law. What we're supposed to do here is give evidence, provide evidence, pertain them to the law, and ask yourselves, has the prosecution proved this case and the proposition of each charge, of every single charge, beyond a reasonable doubt? We don't say, well, let's theorize, bears should have the same rights as humans, because the law does not support that. Animals don't have the same rights as humans. Rather, that is, you agree with that or not, that is not for us to decide. We're in the court of law. We only are dealt with the cards that we're handed. The court of law does not support murder as to animals. Murder, second-degree murder, does not exist from humans to animals. It simply does not exist, because homicide is a killing of a human being by another human being. For the prosecution to sustain the charge of second-degree murder, they have to prove two things: malice aforethought and homicide. You can't prove homicide. You can't have second-degree murder. However, the endangerment to wildlife does exist. The endangerment, it's the attempting to kill an endangered species or killing an endangered species. I'll touch on the other two charges in a minute. That does apply here. However, that it requires you to prove, one, identification, and two, that my client's actions were the main cause of death. I didn't bring in a death certificate. I didn't bring in anything that proves that my client was not the one who was the main cause of death, because I don't have to. It's their job to prove that my client identified, did that, and that two, the death certificate or whatever killed the animal was in fact the main cause due to my client's actions. You got none of them. That charge is gone. How about the other ones? Breaking and entering. Have you seen one piece of evidence, aside from the opening statement, that my client broke into that house? There's a broken window, there's footsteps, but where's the identification? You don't got it. You don't got a face. You don't got a case. It's as simple as that. And as to the trespassing, to sustain the charge, for them to sustain the charge of criminal trespassing, they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that my client went onto someone else's property with, one, knowledge that they are not supposed to do that, or two, that they were told to leave and refused to do so. Where's the piece of evidence that shows that? There's a trespass warning that they were warned a week earlier. We had no identification that shows that they were actively at the scene of the crime during the time that was happening. In fact, you got the complete opposite. Travel log showing my client was at a hotel. You got DNA that is faulty because there's no preservatives. And there's been false positives all day. They have to disprove that they did nothing. The evidence I brought forth was to dispel every single piece of evidence and dispel the charges when it comes to this case, and there's been no rebuttal that shows as to why that doesn't stick. I'm asking for a not guilty, Your Honor.
All right then. Now, after looking through and the side quests I have given to Reginald after that, once again, you have failed to make him laugh as it is. Oh dear. When will he ever find a person to make him laugh? Anyways, with that in mind, I see no deliberation. Just find it. Oops, no, not yet. I find the verdict to be not guilty of all charges. Case has been dismissed.
Shots. This case is supposed to be literally IQ's